Hey folks, Matt from Weight Health Synergy. So today I'm going to show you what I usually have first thing every morning for breakfast, and that is an apple, carrot, ginger juice. Fantastic tasting. It's absolutely, you could drink them all day. It's not like something that you have to force yourself to drink. You look forward to and want to have another one because it tastes so good. Apple and carrot go really well together, and the ginger, it just adds that little spark that if you haven't tried it, you really need to try it because it is so good. We're making this in my Omega 8004 fruit and vegetable juicer. This is my favorite juicer of all time. I love it. I bought it for myself this Christmas as a Christmas present, as an upgrade from my old Champion auger style juicer. And the Omega is just fantastic. Can't recommend it enough. The Omega also does wheatgrass, which is awesome. So usually what I do when I make this in the morning is I also do my wheatgrass juice with it, because I take a little bit of my apple, carrot, ginger in the bottom of a glass, and then I add my wheatgrass juice to it, and it makes the wheatgrass juice a lot more palatable. So anyways, we've got, what you want to do is take, I take an apple, and then you want to take approximately about the same amount of carrots. So you can use a food scale, and these were close, I just checked, but just eyeball them and get approximately the same amount of carrot as you have apple, so you want to have it about equal parts. And then I just chop off any rough looking ends on the carrots, and both of these carrots will go through the Omega here, no problem. You can check just to make sure your carrots aren't too wide, and we're good with that. And then the apple, you want to cut that up a little bit just to get through the Omega. The Omega doesn't have a super massive, so it's not like one of those machines that has a 3-inch mouth chute on it. So just a couple of quick cuts on the apple and you're good to go. And then the ginger, I just take a couple of hunks off of it. Don't use too much if you've never used ginger before, because ginger can be quite strong, and you want to make sure you like it. I've been using ginger for so long that I can add quite a bit and still enjoy it, and it really packs a punch. But that same drink, if I was adding quite a bit, if I gave it to somebody who's not used to it or only uses it occasionally, would be like, whoa, that's too much. So just use a bit of ginger. This is the amount of ginger, you know, kind of like a thumbnail worth, or I should say a thumb's worth or something like that. That may even be too much for you. You might want to start with half of that. So we're going to turn the Omega on. This is one of the things I really like about the Omega, is it's a very quiet machine. I can talk over top of it here. It's actually making more noise than normal because my kitchen island is just a collapsible table so that I can do these videos without having my back to you. And it makes a vibration through the table. When it's on the counter, it actually is much quieter. And so you just add your apple in. I start with my apple. I usually start with my softer stuff first. And I just add my apple through. You can see the Omega's just processing that nicely. Put the rest of the apple through here. The machine itself is really a quiet juicer. The motor unit, very quiet. Any noise you're probably actually hearing, you may be getting a bit of the motor unit on the audio, but you're probably getting, as I said, some vibration and whatnot from the table, which is not super firm table, as if we were on a countertop. Now I just put a carrot through. You can see how easy that went through. Now what I like to do is I like to refeed at least my my apple through to make sure we get all the juice out of the apple. You can usually get a few more drops or a bit more out of your apple, and it's no big deal just to refeed that through like that. I'm going to put in some of our ginger now too. There goes the ginger root. And there we go. And we'll just let that run for a minute. Want to make sure it stops dripping. We've got all the juice pressed out of our produce there. And then what I like to do is I just throw the collar off there for a minute, and I take that and I just drain out any of the extra juice so we're not wasting any juice. And you can see there's still a few drops, and there we're down to pretty much all of it right there. What I'm going to do is get a couple of glasses. So this is how I do it. I get one large glass for my main juice, and then a little glass. What I do is I put in probably half an inch to an inch in there so that I can mix my wheatgrass juice in with, and then the other one is just my carrot apple ginger juice that I'm just going to drink straight. And the nice thing is, if you do the wheatgrass after you do your carrot apple ginger, the taste of the wheatgrass isn't going to get into your carrot apple ginger juice. If you do it in reverse, it will, and you might not like the taste of it. Some people don't like wheatgrass juice. It is really good for you. Some people just take it like a shot and hammer it back. Absolutely delicious. Carrot apple ginger. You really need to try this, folks.